In conversation, audiobook. Recording. So the other video stopped. I'm not even sure when it stopped because my iCloud storage is full. So I'm going to do a little bit more recording on here, just to catch us up, depending on where it stopped. I was recording the preface, and it's not loads to read, but it's more than a poem. And then I was remembering that actually I wanted to record the poems first, because I found myself tripping up slightly over some of the words of the preface, and I thought I don't want to spend loads of time right now going over and over and over the preface when actually I could be spending that time on the actual poems and come back to the end, which was my plan, but I didn't write this down. So anyway, so that's what we're going to do. This is thirsty work. Here we go. First poem. Introductions. Who am I? Daughter of Trevor and Carmen, sister to Jeffrey, auntie to Donovan and Gabrielle, godmother to 4, cousin to many, friend to some, acquaintance to a few, a Londoner by birth, a Jamaican by birthright. Okay, that was a good take. Oh man, why does my throat feel croaky already? I need to get some more water before I do this next one. I'm going to do one more take of Who Am I? And then I hope just to knock them out. Bye. Should also say I have my tricks in the trade. So I've got my hot water in my flask. And I also, thankfully, found my ginger tea earlier. So it's in this flask. So it's a combination of the hot water and lemon, ginger tea. I did also have a Jakeman's earlier on. So hopefully it will all help. Bye. My brother's back from Body Pump. And I'm still on the first poem. Shh. But I have done the other things already. Shh. Oh no. I forgot to mute the other track. Crumbs adorning the corners of my mouth. Flaky deliciousness scattered across my chest. If anyone saw me, they'd think I'm a disgrace. But in this moment, I don't care. There must surely be a time and place where you can just let the crumbs fall. I actually wrote that here at my brother's house after eating a croissant. It was a delicious croissant. I enjoyed the moment. And then I genuinely looked down and there were crumbs all over my chest. Hello. But as it says, there must be a time and a place when you can just let the crumbs fall. Agree? I'm sure you do agree. Take 2, just so we have some options. Okay. Gonna have to record that all over again. Too loud, too peaky. Thought I'd do a recording from a different angle. There must surely be a time and place where you can just let the crumbs fall. Play, Janice, press play. And get the right RMS. RMS. I don't actually know what it stands for, but I'm getting the lingo. I don't dislike it, but I feel like it's a little bit too tame. So I'm going to do it one more time. 3 takes max. But I've got to check the RMS. I think that's the one. It wasn't the one. So as I'm about to record Permission Granted, and I have my Permission Granted t-shirt on. Yes, people, I have merch, Permission Granted merch. I was like, I need to record this one. So here we go. Let's hope it goes like in 2 takes at most. This process is like, it's kind of deep. Anyway, Permission Granted coming up. Permission Granted, a poem to be read aloud. Permission granted. Permission to what? To not take the lemons and make lemonade. Permission to not be okay. Permission to give my best foot a rest and not put it forward. Permission granted to not put on my happy face. Allow me to be sad, Sad in itself is not bad. Sad is one of the beautiful emotions at our disposal, given to us to express how we feel at any given moment. It is natural to feel sad sometimes. So, permission granted to not turn my frown upside down. Permission granted to not find the lesson in every circumstance. Permission to say, this sucks. Not everything has good in it. There is not always a teachable moment. Sometimes things just suck. Permission granted to not join you on the mountaintop. Times in the valley can be just as valuable, just as valid. Maybe the valley is the place where I'll be restored, the safe place where my tears can freely flow for the losses felt, the place where the unsaid can finally be said. Maybe I don't need to see things from another perspective. I can see them just fine from down here. Permission granted to not move on. Let me be, let me process. Let me figure out how to live another day with this thing forever a part of my story. Some things in life cannot be erased as if they never existed. Your well-intentioned encouragements and silver-tongued suggestions could be more about you than about me, because you cannot contend nor comprehend a not strong me. Currently on pause, you want me on fast forward, but give me time, and I'll be the one to press play again. Permission granted. From whom? From me to me. From me to you. From you to you. Permission granted. Thank you. No, sorry, I'm joking. So I think that was okay. But I also think because I was like reading it, I wasn't giving it the same intonation in places I would give if I was just doing it as a spoken word piece. So I'm going to try and almost ignore the page in the second take. Oh, no, I do not want to delete the first one. I keep pressing backspace sometimes instead of enter. It is not as late as this video is making it seem, but I'm a little bit cold and I'm hungry. I've got my hoodie, Artist of Words. So as you can see, you know what I'm saying, it's like I had all my kind of stuff ready for this whole moment. So this process is kind of longer than I thought it was going to be. I mean, as someone who has done recording music in studios, honestly, it is not the thing that I enjoy the most. I actually often find it quite soul destroying, having to do so many takes. But I was like, oh, these are poems, and so it's not as if it's like whole songs or whatever. But man, and I suppose it doesn't help that I was actually doing the whole recording thing earlier on. But anyway, I want to at least finish this particular chapter I'm on before taking a break and having some food. Okay. Yeah. I'm not even sure where I will actually post this, who will actually see this, but I kind of feel like it's something to document, right? You know, my first audiobook from my debut poetry book. It feels like a moment that should be documented, so I'm doing it. We'll see what I do with it later. All right. Bye.